Hello there, everyone. This is Neko Knight here, getting ready to play Planet Crafter. And today, I'm going to test out if being lazy can crash the game. However, before we get into that, let's check out the fish farm, which I unlocked a long while ago. I just never got around to showing it. So let's find a spot we can place this. It doesn't really matter because if what I have planned happens, the game's gonna crash. But as you can see here, fishies. Although I probably should put that in deeper water because those fish can swim through the ground apparently, which is highly, highly impressive. I wish I could do that. Actually, I can. But only in certain locations. I can't just do it at will like that. Alright, so I went ahead and set up a bunch of these stations. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these stations in total. I have them all set to demand drones. This way. Oh, it looks like they've all finished up. So they're coming back home. But now that we've got that all explained, we have all of these set up. So now, if you remember, the auto crafter can craft drones. So let's head up to the auto crafter. Whee! And over here we have the rod being made. We got an extra chest for iridium. Over here and here we've got some uranium, all that fun stuff. We've got rockets here being made. We've got the rods, the chips, the cloth, the explosive, all that fun stuff. But as you can see here, we need the circuit board, the rocket engine, and some iron. We can automate this. We can supply these. So a drone theoretically should come and pick this up, drop it off at the other place, and this should create an endless cycle. The problem is I may not have enough resources to keep up. And what I mean by that is I may not have enough rockets being produced fast enough, enough iridium, all that fun stuff. But if things continue at the current rate, we're already out of those, but at the current rate, as the more drones come, they might be able to supply fast enough from the basic resources, and eventually I should overcraft everything. So as this goes on, we're gonna see that I started with 50, and by the time the end of this, we're gonna see how far we can go with this. I might even skip out a huge chunk just to see what happens, and depending on how things go, I might have to adjust my graphics in order to keep telling whether or not how far I can go with how many drones before the game goes F you. I used to have it at maximum, but as you progress farther in, when you start getting trees, you start getting fish, you start getting butterflies, you start getting tier 5 or 4 tier 5 drills here with all these little puff cloud stuff here, all these trees, the sparkling water from that, the algae, the drills, the sprinklers, the sheer quantity of construction, the oh yeah, that's my power tower. Uh, my rocket tower, this was to protect me from rockets, or not rockets, but meteors, in order to end. Back then they didn't have breathable atmosphere. But look at my drone, look at all my drones here, they're just flying everywhere. There's there's a billion drones, and it's only getting worse. They're multiplying without a doubt. Oh wow, look at them all over there. They're just constantly moving over there. This is insane. I can't wait to see what this looks like later because there's a constant stream of them moving everywhere. And I probably should remove this, mostly because a lot of these resources are no longer mineable here. In other words, as you can see, you could use to mine every resource here. But I kind of moved a lot of them out. This is my pulsar quartz area where I was crafting pulsar quartz here. And then we've got our methane, and then we got our nitrogen, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of, oh. Okay. I'm glad I checked this. I didn't realize this wasn't supplying. So that's gonna help. That's the one thing when you build a bunch of stuff at once, or you have a bunch of stuff that suddenly needs to be, what do you call it? Supplied and demanded. You sometimes forget to supply some of these. This is going to help out, although my biggest issue now is I might actually have to take this and switch it over to this. Just so that these could potentially keep up with the nitrogen, because I don't know if they will be able to. And it's looking like my drones have nothing to do because all my resources can't keep up. So let's go take a look at our drones here. Oh, they're out flying about. They're out flying about. They're out. They're out. And they're out. How many drones do we have currently? I'm at 90 drones so far. So what the hell am I lacking on? Let's go up here and check out what can't keep up with the demand. What do we got going? We've got these, which I don't know if this is keeping up or not. I'm assuming they're not. No, they might actually be keeping up. Like, just... No, they're not keeping up. This is slowly getting less and less. This seems to be keeping up. The question is my iron? Nope. I need to increase iron production, it seems. My chips? Where are my circuit boards? I think circuit boards are keeping up because I don't have the iron to keep up. So let's go and plop out some more iron. We need to get some iron going here. We need, what is it? Explosive, super. We're gonna need a super. So let's go 2 supers, 2 osmiums. Nope. While we still have a couple of these, which I'm gonna have to apparently increase the production rate of uranium, unless it's producing it enough, and it's simply because I don't have enough drones. That could be the other issue. Let's go throw these in, trash it. Technically, I don't need a lot of the stuff I have because I can produce it at will. So like, I'm keeping this because I don't have these actually automated just yet. I do have this, so if I wanted to, I could trash this if I wanted to, but I need the iridium, so no, I'm not doing that right now. Alright, let's go grab titanium. Let's go plop up some iron because I'm That's apparently what's holding me back. Okay, we should have enough to do that. I had to do a little bit of redecorating before because the frame rates were getting bad because drone army. Oh, we have an osmium storm. But the frames were getting pretty bad because of, as I explained earlier, with all the particles and stuff, with everything combined, it was just like, yeah, nope. I had to turn it down to uh, like high or medium, somewhere in there. Also, if you're wondering how to build all these without going back and forth into this and selecting and build and select and build, you hit Controlled. Alright, we need iron. Lots and lots of iron going. I actually probably should put one more iron on, put another iron supply. In other words, I should have 4 of these. And that might help alleviate the iron issue. We definitely need to start getting more iron and collecting more iron. And I'll probably help out with that. I really hope at some point we have the ability to freeform build. Yes, I keep repeating myself on this, but I mean, look at this. I would love to make this completely solid. I would love to be able to build out back towards a few of this area. I would love to like make it a like 1, 2, too high, remove this, all that fun stuff. Some of these resources or items I don't really understand the point of, like the beacon. That's kind of I don't see the point of it other than maybe in the beginning when you need to find locations and you don't have maps and stuff, or you got a chest you want. But a majority of the time, you eventually don't need it. And then there's, what else is there? The area lamp. I don't really see the point of this, although I haven't really tried it. I guess it might be potential. Oh yeah, I should really work on decorating. That's another thing that would be nice, is some more decorative items on top of that. Because I got a nice bedroom setup. If you've seen my series, you will have seen my bedroom, and it's actually pretty nice. I'm gonna go check on my other resources areas and see if they're supplying. I need to make sure this is, yes, supply. That's supplying. That's supplying. That's supplying. Based on what I can tell, these guys go by They're it just looks like so many insects just flying around. Like like the bees. They're like bees. They're robotic bees. Another thing that would be kind of cool, although at the same time stupid, allow us to mine this. Like if we can sit here and just dig away at it, like zzz, at it just constantly, and it shrinks down, and oop, I'm about to die of thirst. There we go. I can go get some food and water. But if they allowed us to mine these big chunks here, that would be amazing. Because then it would actually give a purpose to the mining. Because at some point... Here, let me show you. But first, let me get some water and stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, it rains inside your building for some reason. I don't understand why. I don't know why. What's causing the rain in here, but yeah. All right. Now here, let me show you. 49 extractors, tier 3 extractors, 27 nuclear fusion generators. I'm producing 40,000 power, and most of my power is being consumed by these extractors. And that I barely have 3,200. You might be thinking, barely? That's a ton. It's not. As you go up with higher and higher items, it's not. At some point, I might do another rocket spree, mostly just so I can get these going up. And, what else? Oh, yeah, I still need, this is my ultimate goal is covering this entire map. Like, covering every single piece with a satellite. No ifs, ands, but no place left unsatellited. It is 100% satellited. That is my ultimate goal. I do not know if it will actually continue to add satellites because as you can see here, there's clearly 10, 15, 30, 25, 55, about 60 satellites here, and this looks like there's nowhere near 60, although we can't see the back half of the planet. I'm still waiting for these, and I'm waiting for the next part of the story where they add in, they make the fusion reactors that we have to go around and powering up with the fusion cells as part of the story, because I am pretty sure that's going to be part of the story. Also, I'm still 2 butterflies short. Eventually I'll get them. And here's my bedroom. We got a nice place to relax. We got all our little effigies, golden effigies, all that fun stuff. I need to make another display shelf like this. We've got our bed. We've got this, which I've got 8 million of these. Anyways. Alright. Well, we're continuing to get drones, and it seems to be a little bit worse now. I'm gonna skip out and let this run for a while and see what happens. Alrighty, well, I'm here, and I will tell you one thing is I was nowhere prepared to crash the game at all. And kind of the biggest, oh, nope, not here. Kind of the biggest reason why is I need to up production based on distance and all that fun stuff. As you can see here with the iridium, there's this huge gap line. Well, you can't tell right here because of these guys, but as you can see from right here to like a certain point in time, there's this huge gap in production. So I need to be able to make this a continuous stream of drones so that there is no gap in the production line. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to keep up with the iridium rods. On top of that, I need to increase several other things. You can kind of tell what is lacking and what isn't based on the items over here. As you can see, zeolite's doing okay. Iridium is kind of a main factor. Uranium is starting to get a little iffy on keeping up. I'm gonna have to probably put another uranium up. I'll show you how many things I've got up right now. Methane is starting to get a little iffy. Wait, what the hell takes methane? Oh. No. Wait. That does not. Oh, that does. That does not. Um. I don't know why I don't have a. Oh, right. I do know why. It's because I shut off the methane production. Super alloy is another one I need to increase production with. Depending on what I'm doing, it drops. This one cycles. And then aluminum That's another one I need to up production in. Nitrogen is another one because as soon as I get iridium up to par where it can support where constant production, then the rest of these are all going to start suffering. But that's, and as you see zeolite here, but until then, that is like my biggest issue. That and bioplastic, iron was at one point, silica is because I can't keep up bioplastic. That takes silica, this takes silica, so this here takes one, two, at least two silica to do that. And then we've got, actually I turned this off because I don't need it right now. Circuit boards are kind of interacting engines. Wait. Oh. I have enough guys currently supplying to the point that they can't actually uh supply anymore. So I guess I hit maxed drone capacity, meaning I currently have the max amount of drones capable of doing the job they need to supply everything I need. Which means I need to up production on everything if I want to if I want to outproduce the number of drones. So I guess the only other way to crash the game would be to set up a bunch of random junk around the area and have them transfer it to a recycler or something else, or simply just keep placing tons and tons and tons of items and then have heavy crafting items, uh, take them out, put them in the recycler, and repeat. Because I guess there seems to be a supply demand peak limitation, meaning uh, you'll eventually, if you let it run on its own without interfering, you'll reach a point where you'll no longer need drones, or they are capable of keeping up with every tiny bit of supply and demand you absolutely require. But as you can see here, I've got a million drones, so I might just have to start putting out some of the production lines farther out, like maybe put some uh, iridium mines over here and start spreading these guys out so there's a bunch going this way, a bunch going that way, all that fun stuff. Or maybe next time I build, because now there's drones, I might pick out the most remote middle of the place to put my production, and then have forced them to travel 8 billion miles away. Although that will take much, much longer to achieve. But, hey, it may potentially crash the game. I was just curious if it was possible, and it is, if you, depending on how you do it. If you continue to add homes for the drones, eventually, yes, they'll fill up, and eventually you'll get too many to handle. So if you're curious, actually, I know I already showed it, but if they don't have a home to come to, they simply sit here and wait here until a task opens up and then they fly off. As of right now, I'm at 310 drones, and I can have up to an average of 200 drones active at one time. And most of that is because of my supplies and demands, especially my demands. So for now, when you get so lazy, you overproduce drones. If you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. It was me attempting to crash the game by overproducing drones. didn't work because I didn't have enough time and I don't have enough setup. But I mean, woo! Bye drones, go drones. But I might continue to try for next time. But oh right, I forgot to show you guys the I guess I'll have to show you those who didn't make it next time. But those of you who've made it here, I'll show you currently what you need just to get to a decent level of items. Where is it? Here. 66 ore extractors and uh, 11 algae generators and a bunch of gas generators. I still need more, but you can look through here, pause it if you need. And if you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After about 2ish or so weeks, I'll add you on. If you leave before I reach 1,000, I'll remove you off. And check out the in-screen credits here for more of this series, or my channel for other games. For now, bye-bye.